Hello and welcome back to From the Ground Up. This time joining me for the off-season special as we just tasted bitter defeat at the hand of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Finishing runner-up is nothing to be ashamed of. It was a great season, so we're just going to go ahead and get right into off-season. We were able to sign a defensive coordinator. We ended up landing the architect type coach, which is pretty solid. He has not purchased anything yet in architect, but it is going to be pretty solid for us. As you see, yearly XP for records held by a player you coached. We already know that we have the records held by Dwayne Thomas Jr. and by Max Brown. So we will get some XP for those as we move into the off season and into next year. The Hawaii pipeline is not going to be of much use to us, but that is okay. We'll take that architect, we'll take the scheme guru, and we will work with it. So let's go ahead and advance this week here and get to some off-season recruiting. National Defensive Player of the Week in a loss is a tough look. But Colin indeed had a great game, only a sophomore, so we can expect to see him back and continue to contribute. Sean Brown, of course, absolutely deserving of that. He was definitely the weapon that we needed. Tough to send him out on a loss, but I bet he can take some solace in the fact that he was the National Offensive Player of the Week. We just couldn't quite get him that W. I think for this season, I'm going to go ahead and unlock Motivator, gain XP when a player levels up, as there's not really anything else in Recruiter that I need at this time. Recruiting actions have bigger impacts on everyone. There's not a specific position that I can think that we're really targeting that I would want to spend the 10 points on. And I think that we can make better use of the gaining extra XP when a player levels up. So let's take a look here at players leaving, transfer for playing time, and for playing time, I think we are going to let this quarterback go, Deshaun Purdy. We got our boy Sam Mokofisi coming in. For depth reasons, I'm going to try to persuade Hashan. And he has not been persuaded. That's alright. Let's take a look at who we got going away. Any big contributors. So I just want to give a shout out to some of our guys here that are leaving. Aquanu, of course. Massive impact all year long. Johnny Hazard. We're going to miss you, man. Left tackle. It's going to be hard to rebuild that blind side. CJ Burton. So many big interceptions over this season. Mitchell Mays, another stalwart up front. Rebuilding that offensive line again is going to be big. Prince Wallace-Beema, again, just a lot of big plays throughout the season. Travion McGee, some clutch interceptions. Sean Brown, Justin Olson, making plays when we needed them the most. And then a couple other depth guys. Dre Butler, even in there. So we got a little bit of work set out for us this offseason, but we are ready to put in that work. We see we're about to get this commit right here. No one's really coming after us here for Kier. Same for Eric here. We did lose. This was a tight end, Quentin, that we lost the battle on. Harold's coming home. Cameron looks like he's coming home. A lot of these guys. Now here we go. D'Angelo Darnold, we can throw some hours at for sure, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see, Eli could throw some hours at. Zach Gilliam, some competition there. But let's go ahead and take a look at the transfer portal and see what we can see here. Number 2 on the third overall player in the portal, yes, we could use some secondary depth. Number 3 here, number 2 here. Massive if we could get either one of those guys. Another 4-star running back, Maurice Turner from number 7 Louisville would be a huge get. And then again, we just need some more depth up front. So we're going to take all of these needs. 3-star running back. Now let's take a look deeper into our team needs here for a second. Corners, we got 4 junior corners now, but we see Douglas 65 overall, Williams 59 overall, so we can scrap those two. So we got about, we got CJ, made some big plays this year, CJ Cleanscales. Dante Balfour, another guy who's definitely going to be a starter, but we could use a little more depth here, I would say. Same thing on the back end. Free safeties, strong safeties as well. We're just looking to level up our team here a little bit. Oh, we got the silver quick jump here with Philip Lee. I'm definitely going to hard set or send the house here. And I like the look here. 95 pursuit, 75 speed on a run stopper. So we'll throw some hours at him as well. All of these guys should be coming home. I like the look here. Let's just compare a second. We got run stopper and power rusher, so not really comparable. Going to be competing with Georgia here, but we are going to have to go all out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this visit done as well. Playing style is a great get for us. '89 speed with the gold blow up. So he will get the first visit. We can bring Christian in week 2. Well, I don't know if we want to compete with Miami here, honestly. Alright, so we have gone ahead and offered most of our transfers. We've got a couple recruits already, or commits already. We have offered all of our transfers, and we are going to go ahead and advance to the next week. Alright, we get 1 commit. We get a couple boosts. Let's take a deeper look here. We get some ground here, some depth added. Ooh, we gained a lot of ground on Clemson here. I like to see it. Championship contender, playing time. See if we can hard sell here. We got TV time. Yep. So he is a C+, so we're going to max that out. And we will get him a visit here soon. With who? Let's say with Mr. Quincy Gore. Which means we need a linebacker to visit as well for our cornerback. Alright, we're just gonna guess playing time and hope that we're right. Okay, a couple 88 speed guys. Robber is nice. He's great in zone. So we are gonna add some more hours here. We can go ahead and max this out as well. Can't remember. There we go. Hometown hero. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Let us just send the house then. We can do the same here. No, we cannot. Alright, looks like Florida is gonna claim him and we will bow out. Rutgers hot on our tail. All of these guys still looking solid. And we will move on to week 3. Georgia. Alright, we have passed Toledo for our 85 speed improviser. We have passed Clemson for Maurice Turner. Don't look now. Thanks to that visit. So we will say goodbye to Jordan Simmons. Looks like we're going to land this commit. Let's just nudge him along a little bit. And same for Cameron Hurt. Just a little nudge. Florida State hot on our heels. App State once again cannot get a read. Oh, and it looks like Memphis has us. I'm going to leave him on for one more week. What can we see here? The clutch. Let's do it. Let's do it. And for Ricardo, we're maxed out. Oh, we guessed correctly. Can we finish it off? It's going to be close. Gaining some ground on our safeties. Not much else to do but head to the final week. We get Ricardo. Huge get. 4-star transfer. We lose on Eli, which we saw coming. We lose one of our safeties. Oh, and we lose Maurice Turner to Clemson. That's a big hit, honestly. Thought we really had a shot there. Let's see if we can't land another one of these safeties here in the final week. Looks like NC State's got us. But we got our boy. We got our boy Clayton. He's who we wanted. Probably going to be an instant starter. Let's go ahead and save these hours. Oh, and we're just going to barely miss out on Zach Gilliam. We finally lap App State for D'Angelo. Can we surpass Rutgers here? I think we have a shot. I think we have a decent shot. B+, B-, A-. Not terrible. Not great. And let's just throw all of these hours out here. We got nothing to lose. How does that look? Not terrible. That might do better than just 50 straight up. These should be safe. And we should land both of these as well. Once again, just to be safe and just because we have the hours. And let's see how it shakes out for us. Oh, very nice. Christian Ellis, yes. Clayton, very nice. Not too shabby. We lose out on a guard. We lose out on a little bit of depth on the defensive line and corner, which we did see Zach Gilliam go into Coastal. But let's take a look here at our final class. Sam Mokofisi, Trayvon Sly, welcome home. Ricardo Hellman, welcome home. Christian Ellis, couple of huge gets in the transfer portal. Really, these transfers are going to do a lot. They're going to be instant plug-and-play guys. Can take these guys off our board here as we welcome our 25 new Charlotte 49ers. And we finish with the 36th overall class. Not great, not terrible. It's a start. We are truly starting from the ground up here, folks. That's what it's all about. Now, I'm going to play around with some position changes, see how I can optimize this roster, and I will give you the news once I am done here. Alright, we have done some shifting around of the offensive linemen. Not too much going on the defense. But we have quite the roster this year, folks. As we can see, our clear number one overall player is going to be Ricardo Hallman. Look at that knockout, platinum house call, silver ball hawk and bouncer, silver legion and clear-headed. He is nasty. Dante Balfour, silver blanket coverage. We got jammer, we got ball hawk. This secondary is not to be messed with. We pull in Christian Ellis on the back end as well as James Tompkins. We've got some speed, got some quickness. We got the returning Almahi Ali holding up the other edge as well as McGuire Neal. Names that we are all too familiar with. As for the D-line, it's going to be some new names this year. Phillip Lee with the quick jump. True freshman Taquan Boatwright is going to get some playing time this year, no doubt in my mind. Then on the other end of the line, we got Malik Puryear. He's returned for his senior season, ready to have a big impact. And keeping it in the middle, the returning Colin Coates, Dre Martin, and Katron Evans are going to be nasty up front, as well as Travis Irons with that gold recoup. We're going to be shuffling the line. They're going to be getting lots of snaps. Pretty active rotation. We might even see D'Angelo Darnell in there. Platinum winning time on a true freshman. I mean, he is really something special there. The linebackers, could use a little bit more speed in the linebacking core. Damon Clowney has returned for his senior season. We got him back, Xavier Simmons in the middle, Cam Burden in the middle, another name we might recognize. Then on the left end, we got Reed Williford. So it's going to be a nice mix of some new names and some characters that you're going to recognize. As for the offense, our playmakers, Jarris Mack has returned. Dwayne Thomas Jr. has returned. And then Zach Katula is definitely going to be playing the slot this year. We got Isaiah Myers, might get some time on the offense. Josh Montgomery, true freshman Ted Redziniak. That's a tough name. He might get some touches. It just really depends how deep we're going to go. And then, of course, the running back room. Cartevius has returned for his senior season. Teron Kelman in there. And then we might see some touches from Henry Rutledge. Who's to say? Depends how deep we need to go. And of course, the quarterback room is again led by Max Brown. I mean, there's not much to say. He's the emotional leader of this team. We are just ready for another brilliant year behind our leader, Max Brown. With that done, we are ready to advance past National Signing Day and get into the pre-season. Let's take a look at the training results. Very solid. Gonna go through the roster. Max is a 79 overall, not too shabby. Cartevius, 85, very solid. Dwayne Thomas Jr., 86. Of course, he was always going to be our number one. He was always going to be our number one. Colin Weber has returned once again as well. Didn't give him a shout out last slide, but he has returned, ready for another go. Offensive line, 89 overall, 85 overall, 84, 83, 81. A bit of a slide off, bit of a fall off as we go across the line, but everyone 80 plus. It's going to be really solid for us. Trying to keep all the defenders around mid to high 70s across the line. 82, 77, 79s. Then we get to the secondary. We got a little bit of speed here. 90, 90, 88, 90. See that house call there, Derek Edwards. We see you. The team has bumped up to 83 overall from our 77 last year. So we are looking pretty solid so far. And now it's time, unfortunately, to say goodbye to 7 players. It's never easy, but we know a couple of guys that we're going to target here. Just guys that are never going to touch the field here. 59 overall is just not going to cut it as we just enter our new era. 57 overall, again, just not going to cut it. Let's take a look at the wide receiver room again. Oh yeah, we have just too much depth here. Ted can be the bottom. I'm not even sure if Jack Reynolds is going to see the field. Which leaves one last goodbye to Randy Franklin. And with that, we have the roster trimmed down. Gonna upgrade our coach skills here. This is where we can pump up the recruiting now. And I think that we're gonna be tackling the defense a lot this offseason. So let's go D-line, linebackers, and let's go running backs, as we know that we're going to be losing Cartevius. We'll have Kelman hopefully next year, but you can just never be too sure. And I think I am happy with that. We're going to stay in the American. I don't want to change conferences until we win the whole thing. That is going to punch our ticket up to the next level. Maybe ACC, maybe SEC. Just depends how we're feeling, how we want to shake things up. But not until we bring that trophy home. And with that, we are officially in the preseason, guys. So let's go ahead and generate this schedule. We can do a North Carolina takeover once again. But I'm going to beef it up just a little bit this year. We're going to add Clemson. We're going to add some top 10 opponents. We really are going to test ourselves early this year. We see South Carolina. They're not ranked. Let's see what else we got. Alright, we'll keep the App State rivalry game to open the season. I like that. Oh, and we have the matchup with number 7 ranked Georgia toward the end of the season. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push that up in the season just to help us out a little bit. Let's see if we can schedule this. Yes, we can. And it was on the road, so we will go on the road at number 7 Georgia. Week 3, as we will actually, let's reverse this. and do our conquest of the Carolinas first. We'll add Clemson here now if we can. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Never mind. We'll have to break it up with the Georgia game in there. Number 7 Georgia on the road puts us at 7 home games, 5 away games for the season. Fairly balanced, I would say. Clemson at home should be a tough game as well. Hope that we can still make our way through the conference play undefeated and secure that playoff bid. And now with that done, let's set up this recruiting board. We are going to need a quarterback, some running backs, of course, maybe some wide receivers, some linemen, some tight ends, and the whole secondary, as well as maybe an end. So let's get right into it, folks. Starting with 5 stars, we're going to aim high. We're going to see any Carolinas here, and we're going to attack. Now we take a look at the 4 stars, see what interest we got. Got a couple ends here. Another quarterback. And we will just take all that we can get here. Do some preseason scouting. And see what we can see. Let's go ahead and scout what we have so far. See. We know the 5 stars are going to be good. Let's look for some 4-star gems here. And what do you know? The first recruit that we scout, 4-star gem. James Agood. Welcome to the board, sir. Back-to-back 4-star gem quarterbacks. Unbelievable. Wow, I hope that we can land at least one of these guys. That would be huge gets for the program either way. Not too bad. Ben Garrison will throw him a scholarship. Honestly, want to recruit John Kronk just for the name. 94 speed, of course he's a gem. 97 speed with silver takeoff. I might move him to the top of the board. That is unreal. Alright, we get the gem bust here, but let's take a look. I don't hate his stats here. But do we have enough? Let's just go ahead and hand him the scholarship and see how it shakes out over the week. Hand him a scholarship as well. We're running out of hours pretty quick here. Another 4-star gem. Instant scholarship there. Samson is a deal breaker for playing time because of all of these recruits we have on here. So we're going to keep him on. Scout through some of these guys. See if we can't find a gem. There we go. Speak it into existence there. And another one. Can't even offer the scholarship. That's alright. We're going to auto scholarship any of the 5 stars. Because you just have to assume that they're good. Another 4-star gem. We are getting the cream of the crop here, guys. 85 speed, not too shabby. Alright, and the rest are just going to be scholarships. I think I ran out of room a little early. Yep, that's okay. We missed how many? Two. Oh, we missed a handful. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that we didn't get the scholarships to. So we'll see how bad that hurts us next week. Probably Matt Stewart's going to look pretty bad. That's okay. I am happy with that, though. The sheer amount of 4-star gems that we found with our 625 hours, I'm pretty pleased with that. So that's going to wrap up this off-season special, guys. Number 11 preseason. I'll go ahead and advance this week as we are just going into week 0. Let's take a look here at the recruit progress together. See how bad these scholarship... Not too bad, really. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get these scholarships done. And that will officially do it for this week. So I hope you guys tune in next time as we will go on to week 1 and face rival Appalachian State to kick off this 2025 campaign. See you guys then.